come on down to Catfish Jackson's. We got shrimp, we got fish, we got crawdaddies, we've got fried chicken, baby. Woo! Spicy and regular. Mix and match that fried chicken, 2 for 25 cents, and all you can eat sides for just $2. Woo! Straight from the kitchen, right into your mouth, daddy. And try our new special, the $1 feeding trough. Everything's just tossed in there with you. We got grits and collards and black-eyed peas. Woo! And including the biggest biscuit on the big side of town, daddy. Biscuits, gravy, the whole 9 yards. That's good eating, I guarantee. We're right down by the river near Flatiron Lake. So come on by and see us, daddy. Woo!
It's like time for those Belle Dubs dudes.
You're saddling up with Belle Dubs, live at the Strawberry Auditorium. I don't want to argue. I don't want to debate.
You want me to list all the foods I hate?
Ah, Belle, your table manners are a crying shame. It's time for us to move on to Mayor Timmins' announcements.
I guess if I starve to death, I'll just have myself to blame.
The Keen Saloon in Valentine is trying out a new recipe this week. An excess of squirrel carcasses has been left around town, and Chef Dick Leakey decided to throw them in a boil with thyme and parasol mushrooms.
Wait, people are eating the adorable squirrels?
This isn't some sort of metaphor, Belle. It's real squirrels, and there's thousands of them.
I can't believe they're hurting the furry little animals. Squirrels are so cute.
Squirrels, squirrels, squirrels. Black eyes and fluffy tails. Leakey's squirrel boil is $3 a bowl at Keen's. In other New Hanover news, the rampant pronghorn population has been the topic of conversation amongst townsfolk, as they appear to be the culprits of several outhouses being knocked over.
Did anybody think maybe somebody just had to go really bad?
Really not a good reason to knock over the outhouses. The smell will be unbearable. Use caution and cover up when passing through Limpany, Flatneck Station, and Painted Sky.
Well, that surely would be a crappy detour.
Yeah. Crappy.
She said crappy. Oh, Jimmy. She also said pee.
Yeah, she did. I heard her.
Did you know there's a fan club for salad? Patrons of Only Plants are planning on meeting at the Limpany Saloon weekly, starting this Thursday.
Pee. Poop.
I poop a lot.
Oh, I think I'll have to join that club. Dubs, have I told you how much I love salads now? I'm going vegetarian. Wonder what kind of dressing this park has.
That sounds like a question for the patrons, Belle. Folks who are looking to join up should arrive early. Dues are 2 gold bars, $7, or accepting trade of beaver or raccoon furs.
Okay, so this is stupid. You guys remember, that statue? Well, Jim has, some news about that or something?
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, that Captain Armisen dude, he sucks. That statue, it's we were gonna build it and stuff, but then, he farts a lot.
Whoa, that's cool.
Okay, what does this have to do with the statue?
Poor Captain Armisen. A bad case of the vapors, and now he's not getting his monument anymore?
Okay, so if it's not Captain Armisen, does this mean we won't have a statue?
Here you go.
All right. So according to the mayor's office, the monument will now be dedicated to Chef Bud Fieri, who learned to cook right here under the tutelage of our butcher, Frank Miller. He's since moved on to Saint Denis, where he has opened up several restaurants and is renowned for his innovations with the herb creeping thyme. You can visit Palette Palace, right next door to Theatre Radio. The unveiling of the new Chef Bud Fieri statue will be next week. Now over to Belle at the Chef Bud Fieri Memorial News Desk.
The big news this week is the contamination of the region's supply of lettuce. Reports say...
Excuse me, Belle.
Oh, hi there, Mayor Timmins. What brings you by the show today?
Instead of just reading the news, which is so passé, I thought today we could have trained actors perform a recreation of the news event. The Blackwater Thespian League is in town to perform Cougar on a Ranch House Roof here at the Jim and Steve Auditorium this weekend. Tickets still available at the box office, by the way.
Well, all right. Take it away.
Here we are at the Big Valley Lettuce Farm, just picking lettuce as we do.
Sure is a nice day. You say I need to go catch a brown trout. I'll be right back.
Fishing, huh? That sure is strange. Who goes fishing on a break from work? I don't even think you can catch brown trout in the upper Montana River. Wait a minute. Jimmy Dan Joe Bob, what the hell are you doing?
I told you, nature's calling.
You said you were going to catch a trout.
Yeah, but I meant, gotta take a duke.
But that's not the latrine, that's the lettuce collection basket.
Oh, no wonder there's so much lettuce in there.
Pinch off and get out of here. Man, if you get caught, you'll be fired or worse. Yikes! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
That sure was something. Anyway, the Big Valley Lettuce Farm advises customers not to eat any produce purchased in the last week. They're also giving customers a free bottle of Albright Health Tonic, one per household while supplies last.
People are really out here mudding the lettuce, huh? Well, ain't that rich?
I'll say.
Well, I think...
Cut it out, fart knocker. It's like time for today's special guest performance. It's like the Stan Hooper dude, and he cooks stuff.
I've been doing this cooking thing for a while there, But today, it's not about me, It's about these other three characters. We're gonna have a stew cook-off there. These three cooks are gonna compete to make some stew, We'll set some parameters there, Keep it above board, and of course, So to be clear there, I will not be cooking. That'll be these other guys, So now it's time to introduce these cooks there, The first cook there comes to us from down Lemoyne. He's got I don't know what you call it. A shack there, Here's Catfish Jackson.
Woo! I tell you what, Daddy, we're gonna make us some stew tonight. The Jim and Steve Auditorium is gonna be on fire. I guarantee.
Yes, that's great there, Catfish. You're here to cook the stew there. It's a stew cook-off. So I'd venture to say that cooking stew would be what you do. So the next cook is gonna cook some stew, too. She comes all the way from Annisburg, down in the pits. Here's a girl named Stew Bit.
Went to Annisburg this July. I just hit town and my throat was dry. I thought I'd stop and make myself some stew at an old saloon. On a street of mud there at a table, dealing stud was the cookie that showed me how to make stew.
I gotta tell you there, stupid. That was a lot of information there. You're gonna make some stew there too, Time to bring in the third cook there for the stew cook-off. This guy comes to us from McFarland's Ranch there, I'm guessing he knows his way around making stew. Here's Stu Humphrey.
Oh my god, a raccoon that can cook? I love it.
That's great there. You're a raccoon.
Allow me to interpret. He says he's happy to be here and ready to compete.
That's funny. From before when you were talking for the raccoon. Now it's time to find out what ingredient you three will have to cook with. Oink oink. It's tender pork loin. So what can you do with that, Catfish?
That pork tenderloin is a real hard nut to swallow, but I think I could whip up some pork and apple stew, Daddy. You understand?
That's great. So, the girl named Stu there. What kind of stew are you gonna make there?
Well, it may put gravel in your guts and feel like someone is spitting in your eye, 'cause I'm over here making a son of a gun stew.
Yeah. Could be worse, though, You could be a raccoon that cooks.
Ooh, pork chili sounds delicious. I'm not sure what he means by recycled ingredients, though.
On my mark, the stew cook-off will begin there, Ready? Set. Go! Now we'll check in with everyone and see how they're doing. Catfish Jackson, pork and apple seems pretty simple.
Stan Hopper, you gotta ask yourself, Are these apples the top of the line? I want the world to know. I've got my own peon shopping. I'm the Dakota riding, pork cooking, apple chopping, wheeling stealing son of a gun. Woo!
Let's check in with a girl named Stu. How's your son of a gun Stu?
Catfish must have thought calling himself a son of a gun was quite a joke and is getting laughs from lots of folks. It seems I've run my knife through the pork and beef, chopped up sage and added dillweed.
Yeah, sage and beef.
Shut up, dillweed.
Ridiculous. There's one more cook making stew over there. He's a raccoon, and he's making chili.
You tell him, Humphrey.
He's using trash in his chili.
You son of a bitch, Humphrey.
He says you haven't even tried it yet. He also says, hope you like dumplings.
Now it's time for these stews to, stew? We'll check back in and try them later on in the show. Back over to you there, Belle Dubs.
Today's sponsor, Catfish Jackson, is giving away a free feeding trough meal for 2. For your chance to win, send a telegram with the keyword trash to the Belle Dubs show. That's trash. TRASH.
And now it's time for a new segment of the show.
Yeah. So, like, this is the talk show segment or something?
Yeah. Whoa, it's a chick.
Oh, yeah. Hey, baby.
Yeah. Ooh.
I wonder if she'll let me touch her thingies.
Okay, that's enough, you two. Let's get to the Milli Vanilly show.
What would you do if a loved one disappeared and joined a cult? That's just what many in Valentine are saying, as the religious group known as Chelonians are rumored to be kidnapping young people from Valentine and brainwashing them into worshiping turtles. Ooh. Hi, I'm Milli Vanilly. Today, we're going to interview some of the cult members as well as the infamous leader of the Chelonians, Anders Helgerson. Thanks for joining us today, Mr. Helgerson.
It's my pleasure, Millie, but I must protest your use of the word cult, which has most negative connotations. The Chelonians are a harmless, peaceful group of like-minded individuals. All of the members of the Chelonian Order are with us of their own free will.
Then where are these rumors coming from? People say that you're kidnapping young men.
Lies and slander. The average person can't handle the idea that someone may choose a better way of life. One that doesn't involve living in crowded, mud-soaked, bleak towns that reek of livestock. Most folks these days are incredibly simple and can't accept new ideas. So rather than thinking for themselves, they choose to lash out and blame me for their failings as a society. Boo. It's okay. I'm not angry at you, children. One day, hopefully, more of you will understand that our path is just better. The way of safety and truth awaits you.
Whatever you say. I wonder what your friends here have to say. Sir, what's your name?
My name is Fred, ma'am.
And how long have you been a member of the Chelonians?
Over a year now.
And you?
Robert.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Emma, and I'm a level 4.5 Tortuga.
Oh, wow. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's fantastic. So, what influenced you to make the decision to be brainwashed?
I am Robert.
When I was 16, I was forced to live on my own with no help from nobody. But then Mr. Helgerson took me in and granted me enlightenment. Now I see the good in the world, and I try to pay it back to the community.
Oh, you help the community?
Of course. We Chelonians love our community. Collect donations for Civil War vets. We clean the roads of droppings and trash. Just last month, we collected 46 pounds of empty tin cans and 2 pounds of empty stew bowls from around town. These cowboy types just toss trash everywhere like the entire country is their own waste bin.
Oh, really? I didn't realize you guys actually did stuff.
Yeah, like the soup kitchen.
Darn tootin'. Right past the Valentine Butcher Shop, we'll be popping up a soup kitchen to help the homeless have a warm meal in their tummies. I used to be just like them after I became an orphan, all cold and hungry. I would have loved to have this kind of help. And if anyone in the audience wants to donate some money to the cause, we're passing around a basket.
See, this is why we try to enlighten people about our positive deeds. Chelonians only act upon good thoughts.
Good, you say? How do you explain this? While preparing for this show, I did some research and found your criminal records. Fred, I have reports of you hiding behind a wall in the changing room at Kiki Baliki's haberdashery, where you would watch people undress.
You have no proof.
Robert, you have been caught breaking into homes stealing their heirloom hairbrushes.
I am Robert.
And you, Emma, you seem to be the worst of them all, starting multiple fights in saloons, luring men into hotel rooms and robbing them blind. Who knows what else you've been up to?
These are echoes of the past as we rehabilitate and focus on strengthening our future. My followers can't fix past mistakes, but we can work on being better people.
Yeah, these are past accusations, years old. We have proven ourselves as upstanding members of the community and no longer act in such a manner.
Yeah.
I am Robert.
Well, it's funny you mention that. Does the name Agnes Gumbo ring a bell?
Never heard of him.
I am Robert.
Mr. Agnes Gumbo has been missing for 3 days. The exact same day construction on your soup kitchen started. How do you plead?
Correlation, not causation.
Well, now's as good a time as any to bring out our special guest. Your mother, Charlena, has been backstage listening to this entire show. Come on out.
Charlena, it can't be.
Girl, you know it's true.
That's right, Emma. It's me, your mama. And I know what a terrible piece of trash you are.
This is ridiculous. I don't even have a mother.
Don't believe this boo-hoo sob story about Emma being an orphan. I kicked her out because of what a terrible person she was.
Mama, no.
Yes, I'm here to tell everyone the truth about just the kind of girl you are. You start fights every day with anyone. Me, your daddy, neighbors, stealing, lying, cheating, the whole works. You were never good, and I know you still ain't. You whore. This is all an act to trick people out of their hard-earned money.
You shut your mouth, you bitch.
You're the reason Daddy left us. After you set the house on fire. I'm getting married to your new stepdaddy, Micah. And if you think I'm gonna let you ride him, bitch, you got the wrong one.
Fight! Perfect.
You better get out of my Lemoyne-ass face. Ain't nothing but trash and never will be.
Robert!
Peace out, bitches.
That's our cue. You heard my man, Robert. Fork over all your money and valuables into the collection basket. Pronto!
I don't have any money.
I am Robert!
You better start finding some or he's going to get violent.
Robert!
Okay, here's a pocket watch. Please let me live.
Hey, we need a sheriff in here immediately.
Don't you touch me! You get your mitts off me!
Now settle down, everyone else. I'll fill the lot of you with lead. Fred, drop the weapon and give that pocket watch back. Y'all coming with me.
I'm trying to do a show here. Can you arrest them afterward?
I suppose it couldn't hurt this once, if they promise to keep from getting out of control again.
Robert.
Sure. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wait, where did Mr. Helgerson go? I think he needs the answer to this.
I think he, left through the back.
Yeah, he used the back door.
His butt.
Well, thanks for nothing, Jim and Steve. Let's go to the audience.
Yeah, I just want to say, Charlena, you're a terrible mother raising such a piece of trash.
This ain't my fault. I got another daughter, 6 grandkids, and a sick mama. They're all doing okay.
You liar. You're a horrible mama.
Okay, let's be civil, everyone.
Let Agnes Gumbo free.
You bunch of lamos are going to be happy when we open up the soup kitchen, but now all you want to do is complain about us kidnapping someone. That's what's wrong with this country. Make New Hanover great again.
Next question. Yes, you over there.
Hey, y'all need to go out and get yourself some real jobs. Go help build that railroad in Roto Ridge. Central Union Railroad is hiring.
I can't. I got the lumbago.
Robert.
Can we wrap this up and get back to the stew before someone gets hurt?
Yeah, simmer down, ladies. We need to get back to the cooking competition there. Here, have some cake.
Don't you try to swindle me just 'cause I like cake.
Well, I guess that's about all the time we have. Today, we learned maybe some people are better off when they're brainwashed. I want to thank you all for being on the show today. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.
Thanks, Millie. That sure was enlightening. I hear the competitor stew is almost finished. Let's check back in with Stan and see where things are.
Thanks there, Dubs. The stew is finished simmering and the competitors are ready to serve us. First up, Catfish Jackson. Judges, who are those dudes?
Oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever had in my mouth. It's so moist and succulent. Boy, this is making me thirsty.
What doesn't these days, Belle? Anyway, the crunch of the apple is really nice. The pork is succulent. This is a top-notch dish.
The heat is on, Daddy. Woo! I got 600 soups that say I'll be back again.
Hey, Jim, do you like the taste of this guy's meat?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Hey, shut up, butt munch.
All right, moving on. Let's try Stupid's, stew.
It's definitely delicious, but sorry, I prefer Mr. Jackson's. I'm for real.
Don't everybody like the taste of apple pie? I'm sorry, Stu. Guess I'm a dirty so-and-so. I'm gonna snap for Catfish Jackson's too.
This stew sucks.
Can't say I blame you, but the meanest thing you could ever do is take time to trash my stew. My stew is hot stew.
Finally, we have Humphrey. A stew made by a raccoon. That's rich.
I'll say.
You son of a bitch, Humphrey.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Hey, Jim, this stew smells like your mom. Your mom's trash.
Shut up, Steve.
I guess we shouldn't have expected that stew made from trash would taste good. I think we clearly have a winner here. Catfish Jackson, congratulations.
Steve Hooper, to be the cook, you gotta beat the cook, Daddy. And it ain't easy, brother. I got a wait outside that's a mile long, filled with the most beautiful people this city's ever seen, Daddy.
I hope they serve this recipe at the park's restaurants.
I'm gonna have to go down Lemoyne and try out his restaurant.
I think it's time for the audience to zing in. Steve, line them up.
Okay, so this guy is like mad.
I'm hungry.
Okay.
How dare you not feed me food?
He could have my bowl of Humphrey's recipe.
Leftover. How about some right-overs for once?
These next people are... whoa.
Boing.
Could you two compose yourselves before addressing the crowd?
No. Blood munch.
Yeah, shut up, asswipe.
We just want to say how much we love watching those talented chefs cook.
Yeah. Watching those big pots simmering really got me hot.
You know what they need in that pot, honey?
What's that, Pumpkin?
A big, fat, purple eggplant.
Oh, yes. And maybe a couple of thick, juicy melons.
Oh, honey.
God! Could you stop saying dirty stuff for a second?
Yes. Well, morality is hard.
Hard.
Yeah.
I was kind of into it.
You don't say. Steve, line them up.
This guy is like pooping a lot or something.
I poop too much.
Y'all's bowels gonna be irritated. See, there's some stuff called gluten, you know, and it's gonna mess your insides all up. You're gonna be pooping like crazy. You're gonna be real sick like. Man, that wheat gonna tear your tummies up.
Can we get this guy out of here, Sheriff?
Imagine that. The mayor sneaking in again.
Come on, pal. Let's go outside. I need to have a speech with you.
Well, I'll be a son of a gun. Time to wrap up another action-packed edition of The Spectacle. I really need to know why anyone would be out there mudding the lettuce. Was the latrine occupied? There was a cook-off and a raccoon got us to eat trash. A cult came by the show. They were all or nothing, but you can't blame those weird haircuts on the rain. The mayor has completely overstepped his bounds by adding something to our show without our knowledge. Time for us to skedaddle. Remember, you can send us a telegram at the Strawberry Post care of @Belle Dubs.
I poop too much.